enter my lair, I will welcome the entertainment. An inferno awaits you.
Oh, fucking hell no. First of all, right off the bat, this game pissed me off to no end because it's been so piss poorly patched and updated it crashes more than George Michael having a wank. I think it's fair to point out, this game is nothing more than a money spinner. Nearly every character has to be bought with real cash, except the 5 characters that are nobody's favourite, so I picked the one I dislike the least, that being the Punisher, because I have a vengeful and bitter attitude to all of mankind, just like that old grumpy guts Frank Castle. You can unlock characters in-game, but doing so is such an arduous task. You can collect something called Eternity Splinters, begging the question how the fuck does something as abstract as Eternity splinter? But I digress. You can collect these things from fallen enemies and can trade them in for new characters, but now I'm going to slow down for the first time ever to explain this. The cheapest characters are 200 Eternity Splinters, ranging up to 600. You earn 1 Eternity Splinter once every few dozen bad guys defeated. Does anyone see the problem here? I wanted to play as my favourite Marvel character, Venom. Unfortunately, he's not been added to the playable roster yet, so I had to settle on aiming to get my favourite hero, Star-Lord. And to do that, I could spend weeks farming the 400 Eternity Splinters needed, working my fingers to calluses and growing out my very own neck beard, or shell out £11 at $17 for you lot across the pond to get access to the character immediately. Fuck that! I have expensive addictions to fund, like vodka to dull the voices and smack to mainline. This game is just a way to sap cash from parents' wallets like some sort of money-hungry binary-based vacuum cleaner, and that's not even getting started on how much this game is a fucking rip-off of Diablo 3 in terms of gameplay. That's a brilliant idea. Take a franchise and paste it over a game that wasn't even that well received in the first place. Well done, Gazillion Games. I tip my metaphorical hat to your infinite wisdom. Not only that, it's not just a copy of Diablo 3, it's a bad copy. The whole thing lags like a bitch, and it being a Momorpaga, you get the ever-present threat of disconnect and latency issues, not to mention that without a rig powered by the overwhelming light of God fucking Christ our Lord, it chugs and wheezes to run like some sort of asthmatic fat fucker. Jesus, the game took me 2 fucking days to get working, and hence why this review took so bloody long to get out. And I haven't even gotten onto the balance issues yet. This game throws special gear at you like it's allergic to special gear or it's trying to go cold turkey from its addiction to special gear, that by level 10 the mobs in game just couldn't kill me. Seriously, I could stand there doing nothing, maybe even alt-tab to have a crafty wank, and get back 10 minutes later to find I still hadn't been killed by the twats that were shooting me 10 minutes ago, because the special gear I had was regenerating my health faster than 8 tards with assault weaponry were chipping it off, and even if they could do damage I could have just used one of the 90 bajillion health packs the game had loaded me down with, which was strange considering I didn't ever need to use the pissing things. Maybe it was all part of the Momorpaga suckering in period, but I was bollocks if I was going to stick around for another 5 hours in Marvel's personal wank material. As a whole, I don't know what makes Marvel Heroes 2015 more 2015ier than its previous incarnation, other than being even more of a twat to run. Now I'm going to go create Star-Lord on DC Universe and pretend I'm taking part in some sort of horrendous crossover comic that seems to make nerds collectively cream themselves. Just a small after-video plug, myself and fellow YouTuber Least100 are going to start work on a Let's Play podcast hybrid, currently under the working title Make or Break, where we'll be offering up a discussion about games that either put its franchise on the proverbial map or completely nuked the fridge, as well as discussing gaming news in general. So keep updated on that by following either of us on Twitter or subscribing to our YouTube channels, links in the description, and you'll know more as we do.